Hello there, everyone again on YouTube. This is Mark, the plumber in London again. Just a quick update on my Road King. I've done a few more things to it, if anyone is interested. I fitted one of these Curiacan rear lights. It's called a tracer light. I liked it because the profile of it follows the rear fender rather than sticking out a bloody great thing. So I've done that. I'll turn them all on in a minute to show you. I've just finished putting in, I do like the Curiacan stuff. I've just fitted a Curiacan 7-inch LED front headlights, which has got the park bit on it as well. The passing lights, all I simply done was I just bought some Chinese LED bulbs and changed them for LEDs, so I'll show you all that in a minute. What else have I done? Oh yeah, I had a set of these silly axle covers, Willie G things from, I bought them from a Fat Boy, but of course the Fat Boy hasn't got, the spindle doesn't stick out, so they wouldn't go on. So actually they did fit the Road King. The other thing I've just fitted, literally is while I'm in the garage now, is this oil cooler chrome cover. I have fitted the Harley Davidson oil cooler with the fan built in a couple of weeks ago. Fairly straightforward job, but I tell you what, putting this fucking chrome cover on, that's quite a hard thing to do, because they say that there's a lug that's meant to go up and go underneath your rectifier there to stop the top of this, but you cannot get it in. I cracked off the rectifier, but of course it doesn't shift up because it's welded to the oil, one of the oil cooler tubes, so you don't get much movement on it. So I had to bend the tab a bit. It fixes in securely underneath with all of these screws and this plate, if you can see that, but at the top there you won't get there. I don't know how whoever thought you'd get there, but you won't. I had to bend the tab a bit, so the top of it, a little bit of movement there, but there's 4 screws in the bottom, so it's secure. But if you tied it up a bit, it just stops all that crap getting on the fins of the oil cooler. Right, what else have I done to it? Nothing really. I'm going to upgrade the calipers to floating calipers and Brembo actual calipers, floating discs, sorry, and Brembo calipers, because she's so powerful now with that stage 3 in the tune that I don't think the brakes are really up to the power of the bike. Let's just go round, squeeze past Fatty. Sorry Fatty, let's get round the other side. Oh, there we go. Right, yeah, there she is. As you all know, I've got the police solo seat on there. I haven't really done nothing to this side. You can see the oil cooler cover from this side. Yeah, looking good. Right, enough of boring rubbish. Let's turn the lights on and see what actually happens. Right, so straight away you can see the difference with that front halogen light compared to the standard, what they call it, incandescent bulb. I'll try not to go right into the light in case I bug on my phone up, but there she is. And the bottom one, so the high beam comes on when you, yeah, that's when the bottom ones come on, and it's quite a nice effect. The 2 park lights, the passing lights, sorry, let's turn them on. So they are just halogen bulbs that I fitted. You can see they're different colour. They're just bright white. But to be honest with you, I only put them on the motorway, or what do you call it in America, the highway, because that just stops anyone. There's no excuse for saying he didn't see me. Let's get round to the back. Let's turn off the drive lights, or pass lights we call them. Let's go around to this Curiacan trace. There we are. It's quite a nice looking thing. It's got a LED on the outside, and then when you see if I can reach the brake pedal, when you pull the brake, the whole thing comes on. It's bright as anything. Lovely. So that was a bit of a pain to fit. Again, they give you this metal clip that goes up, literally it goes up under the mudguard here, and then it's just held down the bottom with screws. You have to discard the chrome trim that comes with original light, but I didn't mind losing that. You get this new seal, which is, that's a bit of a pain to fit. Let's turn her off. But yeah, if I had to do this again, I would probably remove the rear fender, to be honest with you, and do it on the bench, because it was hard. I mean, you can't see it in the light. I might have to T-code it out, but here and there some very fine scratches where I caught it with a hook piece. I was trying to get the seal back in. As you're trying to push it all in with the wires and the plugs, it's trying to push back at you, and it finally snapped into place. I wouldn't want to try and take it out again. Luckily it all works. Everything, it's all plug and play. Everything just plugged back into the base plate with the little circuit board on transfers. But as I say, you do lose that chrome ring. That was it. Just a quick video to show you. Again, you know, things, little jobs, little few-hour jobs in there you can do yourself. As I say, if I had to do that Kuriak and rear light again, I'd probably remove the fender, because, you know, it's just the saddlebags off, a few bolts, and the light assembly loom unplugs under the seat there. So I would have probably, next time, or if I had to again, my recommendations to you are to remove this fender, do that light on the bench, then put it back on. Because the time I spent there huffing and puffing and getting different bent angle tools and things trying to get it on, that time would have been probably the same time if I'd taken the fender off. However, I wouldn't have ended up with some very fine scratches around here, which hopefully will T-code out. It's not that visible. Alright, there she is. It's 119 cubic inch. That's it. I'm just waiting for some nice weather to appear. And I say, when I update the brakes, I'll do another video about those, just to tell you. Talking about brakes, on my Fat Boy here, my new Fat Boy with the floating disc, and the problem that everyone says about the clanking, where these rivets tend to, it does do that, and it didn't do it originally when I first got it, and it has started doing it after a few hundred miles. Hasn't got any worse, but after doing a lot of investigation into these floating discs, they do that, because you know, you've got the two different metals, and when the outside actual disc heats up, it will expand, and it needs to be able to move in that inner ring, which is made of a different material. So, you know, that's why it's called floating. There has to be some movement between the two. So, yeah, pull the front brake in it and push it forward, it will probably make a little clonk. But I don't see the reason of everyone charging down Harley dealerships complaining about the brakes coming loose. It isn't. And I haven't had any stories yet of anyone with the front wheel seizing up and then going over handlebars, but maybe we've yet to see that. Okay, listen, I'll do another video soon. Enjoy the sun and enjoy your summer. Mark in London signing off. Bye bye.